Ajoy Bose with me in the studio, Waris Pathan of the AIMIM, Ajay Alok of the JDU, Ajoy Kumar of the Congress Party. My first question is to Nalin Kohli. Nalin Kohli, we thought this election is about development. We thought this election is about development. Now,
it still is.
Sushil Modi.
It still is.
No, it no longer is. By your own party's leader's definition. Allow me to explain to you why. Sushil Modi says... Sushil Modi of the BJP says this election in Bihar is going to be a fight between beef eaters and non-beef eaters. Those who eat beef and those who don't eat beef. What kind of a comment is this? How is this election between those who eat beef and don't eat beef? I mean, for all your big talk, you eventually came down to this, an open attempt at trying to play on religious sentiments. I mean, please explain the comment, unless you choose to deny it, which you can't actually.
No, how can you deny? It's a comment you just played. In terms of explain the comment, perhaps the reporter asked Mr. Sushil Modi, Lalu ji ne ye kaha hai, aapka kya view hai? And he commented back on Lalu Prasad Yadav, because in that very comment he says Janta tay karegi, which means Janta kis pe tay karegi, on who the leaders are. So he's given a choice between the two leaders, because no, Lalu Prasad Yadav went there and said all Hindus eat beef, and then went on to say that those who eat beef are sick.
No, he didn't say that. Let me read out the entire comment for you now, so that it satisfies you, and then we can have responses from Ajay Alok and Ajay Kumar. Ajay Alok and Ajay Kumar, please note that Nalin... No, one second. Should I play out the... Should I read out the entire comment, please, with your permission? Okay.
Yeah,
this is what he says.
I think I play it out.
No, I'll read it out. Nitish... I'll play it out as well. You listen to me. He says Nitish Kumar and Sonia Gandhi haven't commented on the beef controversy, and Lalu is adamant on his comment. Under the Modi government, all the cattle that was transported across Bangladesh for slaughter are no longer sent. So on the one hand, where Modi government has stopped cattle slaughter from taking place, on the other, we have Lalu Yadav, Sonia Gandhi and Nitish Kumar justifying consumption and eating of beef. So he's talking about the eating of beef. A. When we come to power, we'll ensure complete ban on cow slaughter to ensure no cattle are slaughtered. This election is therefore going to be an election between beef eaters versus non-beef eaters. मैं सारा bite play कर दूंगा Nalin Kohli. Then he says now the people of Bihar will have to decide if they want to elect beef eaters to power, or they want to elect people who don't eat beef and ban beef consumption. This is Sushil Modi's comment. Sir, you want me now to play the comment as well? Should I play the tape?
Yes.
Should I play the tape? Okay, I'll play the tape. Let's keep Nalin Kohli and Ajay Alok on the screen.
No, it's up to you. You may.
No, I'll play the comment now. Please hear this carefully.
I can still answer
Alok and Ajay Alok, Ajay Kumar, listen to the comment, and then we'll have Nalin Kohli on the screen as well. Here's the comment. Listen to it.
तो जहां केंद्र की नरेंद्र मोदी सरकार ने गायों को कटने से रोकने का काम किया है, वहीं लालू यादव, नीतीश कुमार, सोनिया गांधी गौ मांस खाने की बात कर रहे हैं। बिहार में हम लोग की सरकार बनेगी तो हम गोवध बंदी का कानून लाएंगे, ताकि किसी भी प्रकार की गायों को कटने से रोका जा सके। जब मैं बिहार का वित्त मंत्री और पशुपालन विभाग का मंत्री था, तो सोनपुर के मेले में लालू जी के जमाने में हजारों गाय भैंस ये ट्रेन में लद कर और आसाम जाया करती थी। तो मैंने वित्त मंत्री और पशुपालन मंत्री बनने का सबसे पहला काम ये किया था कि बिहार के सोनपुर मेले से जाने वाली हजारों गायों को जाने पर रोक लगा दिया था, और उसी का परिणाम कि पिछले 6, 7, 8 वर्षों में बिहार से एक भी गाय, बैल, भैंस ये ट्रेनों में लदकर और आसाम नहीं जा सका है। तो हमारी सरकार बनेगी, बिहार में तुम गोवध बंदी का कानून लागू करेंगे, तो एक और गौ मांस खाने वाले लोग और दूसरी ओर गोवध पर पाबंदी लगाने वाले लोगों के बीच ये लड़ाई है। अब जनता को तय करना है कि गौ मांस वाले लोग चाहिए या उनको गोवध बंदी वाले लोग चाहिए।
Exactly. So this election, again, I played it out so that Nalin Kohli doesn't comment. He says this election is between beef eaters and non-beef eaters. Nalin Kohli, yes, please.
It's not on the buffalo.
Arnab.
Mr. Goswami.
It's quite clear.
Mr. Goswami, English beef is one word.
No, it's quite clear. One second.
But in Hindi, cow is separate to the buffalo.
Very clear.
I don't see any problem with what the Biden has said. He's in elaborate status pointed out. And as far as cow slaughter is concerned, there is no confusion on that, barring 10 states. the entire country is exactly
we are not talking about cow slaughter. Cow slaughter an issue.
So, I mean, I'm not able to understand what the debate is on.
Cow slaughter is not an issue at all.
You have read his bite or played his bite. That's the focus.
How does this election become? How can anyone reasonable say that this election is an election between beef eaters and those who are against the consumption of beef? I mean, that is completely and totally ridiculous.
What Lalu Prasad Yadav has said. So that is, I don't see a problem with that also, Mr. Goswami. Because Mr. Lalu Prasad Yadav wants to reduce the debate away from development to this issue. And this is Mr. Sushil Modi's answer that, hold on, this is not, if that is how he wants to make the debate, our debate is very simple. When you hear the Prime Minister, you hear the others, it's not going to be on cow slaughter.
I think what is more important for Bihar is that there are about
uninterrupted.
No, I think what is more important
wants with the JDU.
I'll let the Congress party and the JDU respond, but I think what is more important is that there are about 7 million children in Bihar who are malnourished, not those who eat beef and don't eat beef. Yes, please, Ajay Kumar, go ahead.
Arnab, the strangest part of Mr. Modi's statement is that 24 states already banned cow slaughter, and again the Bharatiya Janata Party wants to play politics of the cow. It's very strange. I mean, the beef export is the highest during Mr.
Modi hasn't spoken on the issue. Why are you dragging Mr. Modi? Y'all wake up, sleep, walk, talk, only thinking about Mr. Modi. Don't be so paranoid. Where is Mr. Modi said so?
No, the fraudulent politics on cow.
No, but where is Mr. Modi said so? Show me that statement.
They are the pretentious protector of the cow because it's already banned from, in fact, in Bihar, cow slaughter was banned in 1955. So communalism, is the foundation of BJP, and development is only a whitewash.
No, but why haven't we heard?
The party knows that the ground is slipping, and they want.
Why haven't we heard a word?
That is the whole intent.
Yeah, but why haven't we heard a word from Sonia Gandhi or Rahul Gandhi on the remarks made by Lalu Prasad Yadav?
The ground is slipping under the BJP, and of course, the Congress party is about to take over the entire region and perhaps the globe.
Clearly said, the Congress party bought the cow slaughter ban in 1955. You're the false prophet of cow protection. The problem is 1955 it was banned. So how much can we keep saying on this issue? The issue
well, you spoke of Garibi Hatao in 1972. Did you remove poverty?
The question is...
You spoke of bank nationalization in 1973-74. Did you give bank accounts to the poor?
BJP's politics. Polarization, development is not in the agenda. You look at whether it is 300% increase in communal incidents in Bihar in the past 2 years. Jharkhand,
I think this,
600
I think it reveals everyone's...
And what about 200 million bank accounts? How is that polarization, Ajay? I mean, I'm confused.
And what about the bank account? We made 24 crore bank accounts.
And how is 20,000 crores in LPG subsidy going polarization? I'm just curious. Okay, now please elaborate and tell the viewers, no? I mean, I'm giving you examples of what you're calling a polarization agenda.
24 crores opened by the UPA. And you open...
come on, let's go one by one. How has the growth rate going up and the price rise coming down, polarization?
My question is how come industrial production is down, my friend?
From the subject, but I don't think I'll allow you.
Claim our polarization. This is the new. Is this the new Baba Log economics?
There is no growth.
Is this the new Baba Log economics?
There is no development.
I don't think we are discussing economics here, sir. What we are discussing, what we are not discussing economics. But if you want to discuss economics, let me tell you the context of economics in this debate. I think we've got our priorities wrong, gentlemen. I think we got our priorities wrong. You know what the priority is? The priority is this, that as of today, Bihar has one of the worst doctor to patient ratios. One doctor serves about 28,391 patients. You want to do something for the people of Bihar, say it is... No, 1 second, Ajay Kumar. Ajay Kumar, one second.
The fastest growth
1 second. You see, parties like the All India AIMIM go to Bihar and have the temerity to say we are going to fight for development, and the moment they go in, they want to talk about beef politics. Are they going to talk about the fact that it's difficult and almost impossible for anyone sick in Bihar to get a doctor? Is that an issue? Is it an issue that there are 7 million children as young as 5 years old suffering from chronic malnutrition? Does Asaduddin Owaisi or Akbaruddin Owaisi think about it? Does he think about the fact that barely 1 in 10 households in rural Bihar and 2/3 houses in urban Bihar have access to electricity?
We have been speaking about the development of...
No, you are not talking about this. No, you are not talking about this. Don't lie. Don't lie, Waris Pathan. Waris Pathan, don't lie. Waris Pathan, don't lie. Ajay, let him speak.
In Simachal, Arnab, and talking about cow slaughter was banned in Bihar since 1955. Mr. Sunil Modi does not know about it. And AIMIM is the only party which from day one said, we are contesting in Simachal, where there are 4 districts, 24 seats, out of which 6 seats our party has decided to contest as of now. And we have made our mind very, very clear. Our agenda is clear. We are asking for the implementation of Article 371 before the Bihar Assembly for the Development Council. We are asking for because in Simachal is a very backward area. There is no education university. There is no engineering college.
Waris Pathan, this is fake. This is fake. I will not accept it.
Develop
this is fake.
As by way of improving the condition of the people
Waris
there.
Pathan, here, stop please. Waris Pathan, you please stop.
Give me one chance.
No, Waris, I will ask you to stop, please. And when I'm telling you to stop, please stop. And I'll tell you the reason why. I'll tell you the reason why. I'll tell you the reason why. Waris Pathan, आप रुक जाइए, मैं आपको रिक्वेस्ट कर रहा हूँ. मैं रिक्वेस्ट कर रहा हूँ, आप रुक जाइए. आप रुक जाइए वारिस पठान, आप रुक जाइए. नहीं, मैं आप रुक जाइए, मैं कुछ कहना चाहता हूं आपसे. Now, you know, I'm fed up with this, Waris. You don't think of the consequences of what you are doing. On the one hand, there are 2 brothers, Asaduddin Owaisi and Akbaruddin Owaisi. Asaduddin Owaisi, Ajay Bose, goes to the deceased victim's family, Muhammad Akhlaq's family, to assuage the family's grief and loss. And he says, I don't want to polarize the situation. On the other hand, Akbaruddin Owaisi in the rally in Kishanganj openly plays beef politics. I mean, this kind of Akbaruddin Owaisi's politics has revealed the actual agenda of the party. Every single one of you is playing beef politics in some way or the other. Which one of you will take responsibility if there is violence, if the situation goes out of hand? Or will you then even point the fingers at each other? Why are you doing this? Ajay Bose, why are you doing this, Ajay Bose?
Firstly, this really is not the issue. Are we going to be a modern country? Are we going to be a modern nation? Or are we going to discuss cows? I can't understand how a modern progressive country like India in the 21st century, which is speaking of development and digital India, is talking about cows. And the prospective chief minister of a large state like Bihar is talking about a crucial election which has so many other issues as an election and a fight between beef eaters and non-beef eaters.
Nalin Kohli must respond. Nalin Kohli must respond. Nalin Kohli, please respond, please. Nalin Kohli, you must take a position. You often take a position on issues. You have an election in which Sushil Modi, a man who could be chief minister of Bihar,
I'm waiting for you to give me an opportunity.
No, please tell us, how is this a beef eaters versus non-beef eaters election? Does this kind of comment have the endorsement of your party? After all, you are the ruling party of India, Nalin.
No. Arnab, you mean to say Rishi Kapoor also tweeted that he eats beef? Shobha De says
I'm not talking about Rishi Kapoor. I'm not talking about Rishi Kapoor. Please be serious. 1 second. Just 1 minute. Nalin Kohli is responding.
My name is Nalin Kohli. I don't know who's confused.
Nalin Kohli, please. Waris Pathan, ruk jaiye. Waris Pathan, please stop. Nalin Kohli and then Ajay Alok will respond. Nalin Kohli and Ajay Alok on the screen, please.
Mr. Pathan. Allow me to put my words in.
1 minute, sir. Ruk jaiye.
Mr. Pathan,
I'm letting Nalin Kohli.
I'm actually quite impressed that you actually would like to be Nalin Kohli. Anyway, I mean, the question was at me, but you wanted to answer it. It's enlightening in a way. Anyway, coming back beyond jokes to the issue, Mr. Sushil Modi is a respected and senior leader of our party. Please don't say about chief minister or not. The party stand is clear. The parliamentary board decides on this. You are entitled to arrive at it, but the party has projected no one as a chief ministerial candidate. Number 1. Number 2, Mr. Ajay Bose is saying that for being a modern economy, for God's sake, we are talking about cows in the 21st
modern
century.
Country.
Australia, New Zealand, even Switzerland. I mean, how important are they in terms of cow and to their economy? I'm surprised. I don't see them as, least developed backward countries. So let's not make such generalized statements without looking at the import of what we are talking about. Now let's come to the issue of what is called the beef politics. Mr. Sushil Modi's comment is very focused. Mr. Sushil Modi's comment is in context of the statements that have come Finally, he has spoken primarily about cow slaughter, Article 48 of the Constitution, Directive Principles of State Policy, which is already there, about implementing it, and then goes on to say in terms of what the leadership is projecting, which is the alternative of the so-called Mahagathbandhan, which is RJD, JDU, Congress, etc. And on the other side, us. So among us, the BJP stated position has always been
Nalin,
about protection of cows.
Nalin, one second. Nalin Kohli, he's not the only one. I'd like to bring to your attention.
So therefore, nothing has changed. What has changed is they don't have an agenda
Nalin Kohli, we've been debating this till 9 o'clock, and there's an observation I have to make for you, and I hope you listen to me, Nalin. You see, what's happening is, too many of these fringe elements, whatever they are, you call them fringe, I actually call them dangerous. Some people call them fringe, I call them out of control. I'd say if anyone's got to put a leash on these people, you got to put a leash on these people. Nalin Kohli, you're the ones in power. You have the power. If you choose to exercise that power, that's good. If you choose not to exercise that power, it can lead the country down a dangerous path. Now, Nalin Kohli, I'll tell you one thing. Giriraj Singh says, no one who owns a cow would ever eat beef. Giriraj Singh, and you know his track record. He goes on to say, if their government is formed there, then people might be forced to eat beef. Giriraj Singh is saying, and Ajay Alok will respond to this, please. Giriraj Singh is saying, if their government is formed, that is Ajay Alok's party forms the government, then people will be forced to eat beef. That is a straightforward, as far as I understand, that is a straightforward attempt at communalizing the atmosphere.
You have to understand.
How can you let Giriraj Singh make a comment like that? Ajay Alok, and then Nalin Kohli. Ajay Alok taking on Nalin Kohli in this part of the debate.
Is now the center, Giriraj Singh,
Ajay Bose, just one thing I have to say, Arnab, you all and people on this...
The fringe of BJP
Ajay, just a minute. You and all the persons sitting on this panel are well-learned and experienced people in politics, what is happening. And don't you all guys understand that it is a fixed match? There is no need to respond to have a debate because that's what they want. You just imagine for the last 48 hours I'm mentioning again, they have been talking before 48 hours development, electricity, unemployment. Modi ji कहते हैं हर चीज का एक ही रास्ता है विकास, विकास और विकास. Now विकास has gone into toss. Last 48 hours only beef, and they want to have a discussion on this.
No, what, if you're saying fixed match, is Lalu Prasad part of the fixed match? Lalu Prasad is your ally. Who asked him to bring beef into the context of the discussion? What was the need for Lalu Prasad to jump into this issue? Why was Lalu Prasad fanning the flames? Is Lalu Prasad part of your alliance? Do you take responsibility for the comments of Lalu Prasad?
They got alibi in case of Lalu Prasad and they are playing with his word. They are playing with his word. Now let me tell you one thing more.
You are defending what Lalu Prasad said. No, you are defending what Lalu Prasad said. Lalu Prasad jumps into the debate and he says even Hindus eat beef. What is the need? No, 1 second. What is the need? What is the need? You tell me first. You speak for yourself.
What I'm trying to say.
I'm asking you what was the need for Lalu Prasad to play beef politics?
People are playing fixed match.
What about Lalu Prasad? Is he part of the fixed match?
Whether is
Lalu Prasad part of the fixed match?
Whether AIMIM.
What about RJD?
Now, have you
what about RJD?
Have you ever
What about RJD? Why don't you talk about the RJD?
In this country, have you ever heard in this country that an elected state government is sending a memo to the United Nations against the elected central government? This is all a fixed match. They want to have this controversy just to create a communal environment, and unfortunately, they are not able to do so.
Then why is Lalu Prasad jumping into this issue? Why is Lalu Prasad jumping into this issue? Why did he make the comment even Hindus eat beef?
No, he's not jumping. When you ask him,
why did he make the comment why even Hindus eat beef?
But he's the same.
Was he not aware? No, 1 second. Was he not aware? Was he not aware? Ajay Alok, you're listening to me or not? Ajay Alok, you know. Was he not aware that a comment like that at this point of time would immediately allow the situation to get polarized? I mean, you've got to be careful with what you say at a time like this. Is that not responsibility expected of a person like Lalu Prasad? Ajay Alok, you're slamming the BJP. What about Lalu Prasad?
This is not the first time.
No, 1 second.
We were the one in
Lalu Prasad has made this kind of crazy, controversial, provocative statement. He himself, when JDU was not in alliance with RJD, has pointed out so many times, Lalu, we've known him for so many years, is known to make this controversial, provocative comments which are casteist sometimes, communal sometimes, and he has made these statements again and again and again. And Lalu Prasad, you start expecting that he would do something silly like this. But what I'm really surprised is such a sober person, as Sushil Modi, who
Nalin Kohli.
Nalin
Kohli will respond.
He's been such a sober person. Why is he talking like that? Why are ministers in the central government talking like this? What are you doing? Are you playing with fire?
So the last
are you going to make an absolute joke of this democracy? Can you turn every issue into some meat ban, some cow ban? I mean, what is going on?
Okay, so Nalin Kohli will come into the debate. Nalin Kohli, I'll give you 3 examples because let me put it fair and square.
People of the Bharatiya Janata Party realize that the ground is slipping, and the only card which they continue to play is this card, the developmental card which they promise the people. They have seen through it. So what is left is to play this card.
No, development was only on cards. And development is no more down left.
May I answer?
Nalin Kohli is the RJD chief.
That now the Bharatiya Janata Party, Nalin, has realized that Mr. Narendra Modi's statements are all hawabazi. That is why now they have to play this card. They start creating events in neighboring states.
Please.
They start doing it.
Let me ask the BJP spokesperson one question.
Yes, Waris Pathan to Nalin Kohli.
Is it over?
Let me ask the question to the BJP
it's not very complicated.
Mr. Goswami, 1.5 years, you have been making promises.
It's not very complicated.
What happened to your good governance?
The JDU is running away from Lalu Prasad Yadav's
What about the market today? What about the economy of the country? Arnab, let me speak.
Mr. Waris Pathan, that 6 feet space that Akrubuddin was speaking of, that 6 foot jagah hum lete hain, Hindustan ki police. What happened of that? Is that good governance, Mr. Pathan? Just curious, is that good governance? Hindustan ki police 15 minute ruk jao aur hum 6 foot jagah lete hain. I'm just reminding you, Mr. Pathan, good governance
is that he will get black money and 15 lakh will be deposited.
No, I'm just asking good governance.
Mr. Your Prime Minister made a statement.
Yes. So 6 foot जगह हम लेते हैं और हिंदुस्तान की पुलिस बैठ जाओ 15 मिनट के लिए. Is good governance for bringing back money? Is that your agenda?
Talk about good governance. Where is the good governance gone to dogs? See,
Mr. Pathan, don't try this with me.
And now you're promising
Mr. Pathan, good governance is not a word that the AIMIM
Waris Pathan, don't sidetrack. Waris Pathan, don't sidetrack into the debate. Waris Pathan, don't sidetrack into the debate, and I'm coming back to the debate, and I have a couple of questions here.
Because you have Akrubuddin Owaisi and Asaduddin Owaisi.
Waris, no. My question is to the BJP. My question is to Nalin Kohli. Nalin, please hear my question. Nalin Kohli, let's begin with a premise. Let's begin with a premise, Nalin Kohli, that Lalu is guilty. Let me begin by saying that Lalu is guilty of bringing...
Both are actually hand in hand.
I will ask you a question also. Don't worry. I will ask you a question also, Ajay Alok. First I am saying, and this part of the question is to Nalin Kohli. Nalin, let's begin by saying Lalu Prasad is guilty for bringing beef politics to Bihar. You are guilty of bringing caste into beef politics in Bihar by raking up Lalu belonging to a caste which protects cows. So you have brought caste into beef politics in Bihar. Question number 1, I already told you about what Sushil Modi says. Then there is Nand Kishore Yadav of the BJP who says, what kind of Yaduvanshi Gopalak is Lalu who talks about eating beef? What kind of comment is that? What kind of Yaduvanshi Gopalak is Lalu who talks about eating beef? He brings caste into beef politics. Second, Bhupendra Yadav, BJP leader, brings caste into Lalu Prasad's comments when he tweets, Laluji wants the vote of cow keepers and is also supporting consumption of beef. Had hai. What kind of comments are these? This is bringing caste into beef politics, Nalin Kohli. Now, as a centrist party that says Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, why don't you take action against these people? Bhupendra Yadav and Nand Kishore Yadav. Why don't you take action against them? People expect you to.
For what? For showing the mirror to Mr. Yadav.
Comments.
And this election is being fought in the air. This, no.
You justify
I'm being absolutely honest and straightforward.
You're justifying these comments.
The agenda of the... No, I'm answering it. I'm answering. The agenda of the party is exactly what we have stated. Prime Minister Modi, specifically, leaders also, that is development. The political fight is between two groups. The mirror, it is our political right to show the mirror to Ajay Alok's party and Mr. RJD, his esteemed colleague, when they point out, because Mr. Yadav has never ceased to point out that he speaks of an MY combination of the Yadav vote. So we are showing him the mirror of the statement that he has done for introducing beef politics and trying to divert
Ajay Alok will respond. Ajay Alok will respond. Ajay Alok is responding to that. Ajay Alok is responding to Nalin Kohli. Please, Waris, not you, Ajay.
Mr. Nalin Kohli,
Ajay Alok, please.
Mr. Nalin Kohli, do you also justify Sazi comments that beef khane walon ke sath yahi anjam hona chahiye? Do you also justify Giriraj Singh comments?
Why should I? She's not a member of my party. No, 1 minute, hold on. Why should I? Do you justify the comments of somebody else? Why should I justify it? I don't speak for her. I don't speak for her. Lalu is your, Mr. Lalu Prasad Yadav is your alliance partner. You are a, come on, don't get nervous, Mr. Alok. I don't speak for others. I speak for my party, my alliance. You speak about your alliance. Why are you running away?
Where is your development plan?
You are running away from reality, Mr. Alok. You cannot defend Mr. Yadav for saying Hindu bhi beef khata hai. You can't defend that. And then you say, jo meat khata hai, bimar hota hai. The Muslim eats meat, I eat meat. I don't know if you eat meat. I'm not sick for eating meat.
You are making mockery of this country. You guys are making a mockery of this country.
You are making a joke of what Mr. Nitish Kumar stood for.
You are making a mockery of this country.
Now Mr. Nitish Kumar is the face of the mockery that Lalu Prasad Yadav made of Bihar and now is making of the election.
To the Congress and the JDU, gentlemen, 3 minutes on the debate, and the Congress and the JDU must take a few straight questions from me tonight.
Of the mockery that Lalu Prasad Yadav made of Bihar and now the election.
Congress and JDU.
Arnab, now your whole bunch of BJP leaders are making mockery of not only Bihar.
Ajay Alok and Ajay, through the two Ajays, I have 3 questions before I close the debate. To the Congress party, please remember this. 1 second. 3 questions, please, to the Congress and the JDU, to the 2 Ajays. My first question is, do you condemn or do you approve? Do you approve or disapprove Ajay Alok and Ajoy Kumar? First, Ajay Kumar, in 30 seconds, do you approve or disapprove of what Lalu said about the consumption of beef or meat? Why haven't we heard your parties take a vehement position regarding Lalu's comments?
First of all,
I want to see you take that position. Ajay Kumar.
Mr. Lalu Yadav's comment on, Hindus eating beef and all was definitely unnecessary. I think we should have focused on the major issue, which is development, which under the leadership of Mr. Nitish Kumar. I think the discussion got diverted.
But why doesn't he apologize for it?
Let me complete.
Why don't you make him apologize for it if you agree that he's made a wrong observation? Sorry. You think it's a wrong observation? You don't think there's politics behind it?
First of all, I have said that it is unnecessary. The discussion should have focused on the false promises of the Bharatiya Janata Party and the strategy of the Bharatiya Janata Party to communalize. We have been repeatedly saying the people of this country will know 300% increase in communal incidences in Bihar. 600 incidences before bipolar in Uttar Pradesh.
You don't tell me that is complete hypocrisy. That is complete hypocrisy.
This is the BJP, new BJP model led by Mr. Narendra Modi of winning elections.
Nalin Kohli is responding. Nalin Kohli is responding. Nalin Kohli will respond. Nalin Kohli before that. Watch it. Nalin Kohli quickly rebutting that. After that, I'm coming to Ajay Alok. Nalin Kohli, please. Nalin Kohli responding to Ajay. Ajay Kumar, please. Nalin Kohli to Ajay Kumar. Nalin Kohli to Ajay Kumar only, please.
Fastest growth in agriculture.
Okay, Ajay, I know. I can understand.
Fastest growth in literacy.
We're not discussing literacy.
May I just say something? I find great commonality. I find great commonality in the approach. May I? Ajay, may I now? I find great commonality in the approach of Mr. Waris Pathan and Ajay Alok. They come with a script and they have to rant out the script irrespective of what the script has and what its relevance is.
You and Waris Pathan are hand in gloves. Why you're telling me?
You have the Congress's track record. Let's not talk about it. Let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. Don't get agitated. Look, there are 2 models of politics. No, hold on. There are 2 politics of models. Listen, this people are saying is very loose. Coming from a dynasty-based party, people are saying doesn't work. People works with those who are working with people. But dynasty level is Darbar is saying. Say our Darbar is saying so. We are entitled to have a view as a Darbar. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So let me.
There is something happening, Nalin.
Well, I mean, I have not understood what's the democratic model of Mr. Lalu Prasad Yadav and his 2 sons contesting also. However, he's entitled to, among all his kids, for all of them to be well placed, they're all entitled to be MP or MLA or whatever. So therefore, let's come back to the top. Let's come back to the top. May I just come back to the top? No, don't get, see, look at Ajay, it's not good for your health. The two Aloks have really, the two Aloks are getting very agitated. Let the Bihar election be over, then you may have more reason to be agitated. Now we are only discussing. I heard you, let me point my point of view. After that, please be agitated if you have any facts to give.
Nalin, no, we are not agitated. Ashwini Chaube's son fights election.
I think this can carry on for some time. Ajay Alok, Ajoy Kumar, Nalin Kohli, Waris Pathan and Ajoy Bose. I will only say in the end. I will only say in the end.
I'm thanking you.
I will only say in the end.
For all the examples that you are giving us. My point is that barring the politics of Mr. Lalu Prasad Yadav, which is Jangalwad and Parivarwad, there is no other politics. So I'm thanking you for bringing the focus on that.
Now at the very end, I will only state one fact. Gentlemen, we can scream ourselves hoarse about beef eaters, non-beef eaters, who eats beef, who doesn't eat beef, who is for the consumption of beef, who is against beef, who is for cow slaughter and against cow slaughter. But Nalin Kohli, if you were to ask all the viewers tonight what is the most important statistic, I put all your arguments for or against beef on the one side, and on the other side I put one simple argument that in Bihar only 6% of all houses have piped water connection. Only 6 out of 100 people in Bihar have piped water connection. I think that is more important than who eats beef, who does not eat beef. I hope the focus comes back. I thank you all for joining me on debate number 2 on the Newshour tonight. Thank you, gentlemen.